Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Cassandra from Brie on a Budget, and I am going to be updating you guys on my 7th month vlogging. I do these videos because when I first started vlogging, I wanted to know anything and everything there was to know about vlogging. And I did see some income reports online, and I did think that they were helpful, but it just wasn't enough. So I thought it would be interesting if I documented my journey so that future aspiring vloggers can kind of get to know what the journey is like. So with that said, let's get started. I'm going to be sharing what I learned in my 7th month blogging. And the first thing that I learned is mental health needs to come before business. And so I was a little on the fence about whether or not I should share this with you guys, but I do think it's worth talking about. In the blogging sphere, I feel like there are people who do share what their personal life is like, but they don't really talk about everything that's happening with them, especially personal finance bloggers who do share because it's their niche and it's their job. They'll share that aspect of their life, but they don't always show everything that's going on. And so that's why I decided to share it with you guys, because I think it is worth talking about. So last month was the month of August, and my boyfriend actually broke up with me at the end of July, and I was really devastated. We had been together for 3 years, and we've had that talk about getting married and having kids, and I definitely felt like he was the one. And so when we got into a really big fight, he broke up with me, and I did find that to be shocking, just because we have our moments like most couples, but generally we're really happy together. And so the majority of the time after that, I spent laying in bed for 7 days, just wondering what I was going to do with my life and where things were going to go from here. People have that saying where it goes, like, when you make plans, God laughs. Well, I feel like I had one of those moments, and I will continue to have one of those moments, because things just never go the way we planned as much as we would like them to go. All I did was cry and try to eat, sleep, and just pray to God, asking Him where I should go from here. What am I supposed to be doing with my life? How do I even move forward? So, was I thinking about writing for the blog, publishing posts, editing, shooting videos? No, absolutely not. Not for a second. And so I really took time for myself, and this lasted about a month. I just took time to clear my head and really think about my life and where I was going to go from here. So for those who are curious how the story ended, actually, I am happy to say that me and my boyfriend have gotten back together, and we are working on a relationship, and we're moving forward, and I'm really, really happy. And as far as the blog goes, I am just so excited for what's to come. I have all of these great ideas now. I feel refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. You guys don't even know. I have all these ideas that I want to execute, and you guys are going to be seeing these in the next couple months. So I just learned that your headspace needs to be protected. Your mentality and emotional space, just how you're feeling about yourself and spiritually, that needs to come first before blogging. I think in the blogging world, there's this idea that you just need to grind, and become as successful as quickly as possible. And that's really difficult to do if you're not in the right headspace. If you are feeling depressed or you're feeling lost, I just don't think it really matters. What if you are a successful blogger and you are making your money and you're doing everything that you can, but are you even happy at the end of the day? And that's something that you just need to ask yourself. So don't ever be afraid to take time off the blog for yourself in your blogging journey. Your world is not going to end if you take a moment for yourself, and I think we all need to contribute to the conversation about that. You got to be happy, and you got to at least have your head on straight to know where you're going to go, especially if blogging is your business, because you are your business. So it's in your best interest to make sure that you are feeling your best. You know, we all have our days, so don't be afraid to take one off. So I hope that you guys are feeling like you're allowed to have a moment. I know I felt like I was allowed to have a moment. I will say that I'm not very hard on myself when it comes to blogging updates and blogging progress, but I do feel a little bit more pressure to perform because I know I'm going to be sharing this with you guys, but it's really fleeting. It's usually only when I come up with these scripts once a month before I shoot these videos that I think about it. But I hope I can show you guys that I'm not perfect, and so maybe you can feel like it's okay to have a moment, because I'm not going to stop, you know, blogging from here on out. Like, it's all good as long as you don't quit. Mental health is much more important. So moving on to the second thing that I did this month, I did a domain transfer. So originally when I started this blog, I had my heart set on Brie on a Budget. However, brieonabudget.com as a domain was taken, and I was stubborn, so I decided to register brieonbudget.com, and then I just carefully watched brieonabudget.com. And luckily in April, maybe May, I want to say, it went up for purchase, and I snatched that thing up for like, I don't know, $40 total, something around there. I was ecstatic. Like, what are the odds I can actually have my domain name that matches my blog name? Just so juiced. So juiced. So I hired a freelancer on Upwork to do the domain transfer for me. I am not the most technical with web design. In fact, it is a pain in my ass. So since I knew that about myself, I decided to just go ahead and hire a professional to take care of it for me. I'm sure that I could have done it on my own, but it likely would have taken a day, something around there, and I could have used that time to work instead. If you type in brieonabudget.com, you will actually land on my blog. Super, super, super excited about that. The next thing that I did in the month of August, which is my 7-month blogging, was I created a group board. Yes. I've been talking about group boards these past couple of videos because they are the death of me, and they take so much time to apply for them, and so I just decided, you know what, like, I'm gonna make my own group board. I know it's only one additional group board, but every group board helps, and so I knew that I wanted this to be a high-performing board, so that it went into the way that I crafted it. I invited people on my Pinterest profile that I had been following, especially personal finance bloggers that I follow, and I'm also a part of their group board. I just wanted to show them that I show them love, so I pinned some of their pins in my group board before inviting them, so if they decided to take a look before they accepted my invite, they would see that I too share their pins and just support them in their blogging efforts and share that with my audience. So the second thing I did is send a message to all of my Tailwind tribes. I let them know, like, hey, I started a group board. You're more than welcome to join. These are the rules. And if you are interested, like, send me a DM on Pinterest, like, come on through. And I got a lot of responses from people already. And so I was happy to see that. The group board is performing quite well, or there are a lot of people already contributing, and I think it's awesome because it's just a great way to get to know other bloggers in your space. I got a lot of messages from bloggers who I didn't already know, who are interested in joining my board, and now I follow them because I'm interested to see how they grow in their blogging journey. The next thing that I did during this month is I changed up my Pinterest strategy. I'm testing out scheduling 200 plus pins on average a day into my Tailwind queue. I did this because I've been reading in Anna's The She approach to making Pinterest possible. Anna does this for her Pinterest strategy. And so I'm testing this out for a couple weeks to see how it works. However, most of these pins are third-party pins, aka other people's pins. And the reason for that is because I knew I was doing the domain transfer, I didn't want to create a ton more pins in the middle of that transfer and then have pins being directed to my old URL or my old domain. So now, as of today, the domain transfer is complete as of the day of filming. My plan now is to create 4 pins per blog post and then incorporate them into the 200 plus pins that I schedule into my queue every day and create, wow. I love that. I'm leaving that there, you guys. I am too many minutes into this video to fix that. So, the show must go on. I am going to include a higher ratio of my pins to other people's pins once I get those created. And the last thing I will share with you guys is my life update. So I'm actually going to be relocating back to the San Francisco Bay Area, which is where I'm originally from. I'm going to be overseeing a home renovation for my aunt, and the reason I'm moving back to the San Francisco Bay Area is that I'll be closer to meet with contractors, and it'll save me a lot of time and money on travel. It's going to save me a ton of money on rent because I will be living with my parents and for the time being. And it's going to be great for the blog because I'm going to spend a lot more time, I'll be able to spend a lot more time dedicating to all the awesome things that I have planned. And it's also great for work because I do side gigs and I can work the same platforms in the San Francisco Bay Area as I do here in LA. So lots and lots and lots of exciting things. That is actually it, you guys. That is it for my 7th month blogging update. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this content, please subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys next time.